Cousin Internet. It's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show, and with me is Cousin James.
Hello.
Hello. And also Cousin Katie.
Hey, we got two ladies.
Yeah, Katie, this is your first time on the podcast, right?
Yes,
yeah.
but not my first time on the internet.
Yes.
Just get ready to bare your soul. He's going to reach deep inside and grab all your guts.
When your stepdad...
With his tongue.
No. You've done Mamas before, though.
Yeah.
You've done, was it one or two shows you've done before?
She
Like
did one
20,
with me,
but
at
that's
least.
okay.
20?
That's okay.
Was it 20 shows?
A lot of shows in 2012. It was a very long time ago.
She's done one with me, at least.
Yeah, she's back from the hospital, so we're glad to have her back.
They gave her a conditional release.
I'll never regain all of my memory.
Yeah, well, you know what? You can't.
Some of them you might want to
try to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So, James, we just finished up the Fringe Festival. Both
Yes.
you and Katie are award winners.
Yes, we are.
What
We're
is
very
your
proud of
award for?
ourselves. We won, we got 2 sold-out shows of 4 shows that we did. So
Yeah.
we got an award for that. And then I was shocked, like seriously amazed, that I was awarded Veteran Producer of the Year.
Her
Nice.
face when she won that was amazing.
Well, when they say veteran producer, they really just mean old person who...
No, it's somebody
That's the nice
obviously
way
who's
of-
done a few shows at Fringe, because there is also a first
She's
time.
been around.
You don't know my life, kid. But
She's
there's
missing a leg.
but there's also a first time producer award. So Michael Marinaccio, who is the producer of Fringe,
Yeah.
awards those specifically from his own judgment of who he wants, who thinks best exemplifies. And everything he said during the award, like I didn't listen to it because I didn't. There's no clue that you're up for that kind of stuff. And I was with Zoe. So the whole time we're sitting there chatting and we're see friends and we're talking or whatever. And then he called me and I was like even on the video, as I walked up to him, you can hear me go, "Are you kidding me?" I was shocked. So it was a very, very pleasant surprise.
Nice. Katie, what was your award?
My award was
Best tits in the Fringe.
Choice. I mean, kind of. Critics' Choice for a solo show cabaret for my show Beneath the Bikini.
And your cabaret, it gives just like a quick explanation for it.
So it was a cabaret about body image and body paint. Basically, 6 years ago, I started walking around Fringe in a bikini, selling ad space on my body by the part by the day.
Yep.
And it's my story about growing up so skinny, no, not so skinny, my love for food, and then finding the confidence to do that.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
The thing that I thought was great just about like when I saw that your show was being done is I was like, that bitch has been advertising this show.
Yep, for 6 years. She's a smart cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Ooh,
great.
Cookies.
Cookie. Can we get some cookies?
No.
No.
Yeah. So here's why I say no to cookies right now.
Oh, you're on a fucking diet, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, because I've been working out really hard, and I've
Today
been
was
seeing,
free donut day.
I know.
I ate a lot of ice cream right before this.
I had a frozen hot chocolate
I have been seeing results with my workouts,
with
but
whipped cream.
I want to get the back fat off of me, which is driving me crazy.
Well, it's not like
Tell
you can
Ali
see
to
it in
go
a
away.
mirror.
Back fat. No. You know what's funny is, like, you know how you have those moments where you're like, I look pretty good right now.
And then you turn to the side.
Oh, no. You know what it was? Is someone from Mama's was like, hey, you can tell you've been working out. You look pretty good. And I was like, thanks. And then they showed me a picture, and all I see is this roll up the back of my back.
You turned into a chick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You look really good in this picture. Oh, look at my double chin. Nobody sees it but
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no, I see
And
it.
your girlfriend, unless she's like doing you
Well,
from behind.
she's doing the
Well, then she'd really see the back.
Yeah.
end.
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
she's back
Pegging you.
fucking me.
Yeah.
Pegging? Is that?
Pegging, yeah.
So anyway, I'm doing this diet, and it's really just more restricted in the amount that I can have. Like, I can have a coffee, but like I got sugar-free syrup and fat.
But not that shit coffee from that place you went to, huh?
That was terrible.
Oh, your review of
Can
it
I-
was harsh.
It's like
Okay.
a coffee speakeasy, right?
Yeah,
It's
so
Hipster
this
shit.
thing is
It'll
called-
teach you.
but it sounded so cool.
Yeah, that's what they do. They draw you in with your beards
So,
and beanies.
It's
And they
it's called the
piss in a
French
cup and call
Presserie.
it coffee.
Yeah, it was called the French Presserie, and you look it up, and it seems like this hip little thing, like it's a pop-up coffee shop all around the country.
My point.
And they show you these pictures of these like amazing lattes, and this one had fucking like ice cream sticking off the side of the of the coffee cup, like a decoration.
That's a drink called. It starts with an A.
It's called. It doesn't exist at this place.
Oh.
Because they advertised you had to buy your tickets ahead of time, so it was $20. It was $10 each to buy our tickets ahead of time. You're supposed to get 2 drinks, walk in, and it's in like an existing bar already. So it's kind of a hipstery bar.
So
it's
you
like,
went to a bar to get coffee?
Yeah, in the morning.
That sounds awful.
You never look at a bar in the daylight, dude. That's
But
scary.
no, this was like Milk District, so it was kind of hip and hipstery, and like the exposed pipes that are intentionally there on the wall.
It's utility decor, yeah. Sure.
So anyway,
It's
walk
called
in.
affogato.
Oh, okay.
Ice cream and coffee.
So
I knew there was a word.
Walk in, and we're both my girlfriend and I have been on this diet now for like a week.
My girlfriend, and they brag about it.
Well, some of us are just easier to love.
I don't think anyone at this table is easy to love.
No.
So walk in.
Some of us just drug our girlfriends.
It's not that full. It's not that full at all. They scan our phones where we bought our ticket. You get 2 free drinks. Walk up to the bar, and in my head,
well, it's not free drinks. You've paid $10.
Yeah, right. True. Yes. We had both talked about it. We were like, okay, we bought these tickets beforehand. We'll do our cheat meal for breakfast, so we can get the lattes or whatever. And we hadn't had a cheat day yet.
This is what's so depressing about diets to me is this cheat day.
Cheat
You
day
look
is
so forward to it.
you only get to cheat with food, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I asked for clarification.
right.
Yeah, but it's not a cheat day; it's a meal. So the idea is to
even
teach
worse.
yourself that it's okay to occasionally, like if someone brings a pizza, that you don't have to go, "Oh, I can't do the pizza." That it's okay to go, "Well, I made better choices before, so yes, of course I can have this." So we were like, "All right, we're gonna have this as our cheat meal." I'm thinking I'm gonna have what's the drink called?
Affogato.
I'm gonna have an affogato. I'm gonna have something with ice cream in it. That looked amazing. Or some sort of delicious latte. I wonder what they have. So walk
Full
up to the
fat,
counter.
whipped cream, drizzle syrup,
Yeah,
Why
all
don't
that.
you just get ice cream?
What is so I walk up to the counter and they're like, what do you guys want? Well, do you have a menu? And he holds up this little chalkboard and it's got vanilla, lavender, and blueberry. He's like, we have 3 flavors of coffee this morning.
So vanilla, soap, and blueberry.
and
You don't like lavender?
Not in coffee. It is not a good mix.
Let me tell you.
I don't drink coffee.
I wish that I'd ordered the lavender. It wasn't good, but I wish that I had ordered it because it was better than the. Have you ever had tangy coffee before?
Yeah, it's
like
too strong.
It was tangy, and it tasted. There was no vanilla in it whatsoever.
It was too strong.
But no, there was just. All right, so cut to a half an hour after we ordered. We still haven't gotten our coffees.
But wait a minute. You go back because they had the 3 flavors of
Right.
syrup to just go in regular coffee, and that was it?
Yes.
It wasn't even like
That's
an
it.
espresso drink. It was
Nope.
just coffee.
Just coffee.
Coffee, and I'm going to pour some syrup in it, and that'll be $10.
Yep. Well,
Suck.
$10. Yeah. So
Suck my dick.
we order. Half an hour later, I'm like, you know what? Let me just walk up there and see. Hey, what's going on with our drinks? I walk up there. There's a girl sitting at the bar, and the guy, such a dickhead. Because he did this move that I hate when people do. But he looked at her and he's like, "You still waiting for your drink?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Sorry." Like just kind of mouthed the word "sorry."
She's waiting for her drink
Yeah.
of coffee and syrup.
Yeah, it was like from him. And she was waiting longer than we were, which at this point had been a half an hour.
How many people were there? I mean,
Not a lot. There was one person making drinks, and since it's French press,
like
it takes a while. And
one
then
French press.
another dude comes up, and he starts talking to her, and he's like, "Yeah, crazy, right? First day, it's never easy. We had no idea it was going to be this big." And I was like, "You sold tickets.
You son of a bitch.
You sold tickets, and you sold out. And not only that, your tickets had a window from 7 a.m. to noon. That was it. You clearly knew how many people were coming and what time frame." So 45 minutes later, we get our coffee, and it was just cold. Like, mine was cold. And I was like, "Oh, hey, this is cold." And she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." And then my girlfriend hands me hers, and she's like, "Mine's cold." "Hey, this one's cold, too." They give us 5 minutes later. They give us 2 more coffees. I take my first sip, and I was like, this is fucking gross. I was just, if anything...
It's the gods of Starbucks smiting you.
I went to Starbucks immediately and apologized to them. I apologized to the barista, and I was like, "Hey, listen,
I'm sorry,
this is what happened."
it was my cheat day. I cheated on you.
So I didn't get my cheat meal.
You didn't even get something fancy at Starbucks?
Not a pastry or anything. I still got a skinny latte.
That's you could have cheated.
Yeah, they
have cake
basically
pops.
they have ice cream, basically.
Yeah. No, Starbucks is amazing. When people like bash Starbucks, my argument for that is right. Because I travel a lot. When I travel to another country, or I can try a cafe, and I will always try like a mom and pop cafe. I'll always try that, but it's going to be different. Mm-hmm. And with Starbucks, no matter where I am, my drink is always the same.
Mm-hmm. I disagree.
Oh, really? I've never had my Starbucks taste different.
So, like, I don't drink coffee because I don't like the taste of it. I'm not supposed to do that much caffeine, but I always get a chai. And no matter where I go,
has a lot of caffeine.
It's half the amount of a cup of coffee. It's like 60 milligrams in a cup as opposed to 120.
I like debating with her. Go ahead.
Master debaters.
I'm actually a little mad that I know that. Every time I go, it's different. Sometimes it's really hot and really watery. Sometimes it's lukewarm and really milky. And I try to use the words. It's like, could I have a grande hot, no water? Could I have a grande extra hot? And
no water?
So no water. It's made with milk.
Oh.
It's a powder.
It's made with steamed milk. Well, it's like
the matcha is a powder. The chai is a concentrate.
Yeah.
And
I was a barista.
Were you?
I was. I worked at Starbucks for 3 years.
Is that why you knew that fancy ice cream drink?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've mentioned this before. A girl that I dated in high school, she worked her way through college at Starbucks, and
they pay you for it.
They were what's the word I'm looking for? Transitioning into the new machines that they use now. Mm-hmm. And her college graduation gift, they gave her one of the old machines, which is like $25,000.
Yeah, but what college graduate needs that unless you're setting up something in a pop-up bar in the Mills
Milk
District?
If it's worth $25,000, I think
she for the longest time she's like, I have a Starbucks in my kitchen. Mm-hmm. I was like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Did you do any Fringe?
Nope.
Did you see any shows other than yours?
I saw 42 or 43 maybe.
But there was only a few that you really liked, right?
I mean, Harlots was easily one of my favorites.
Harlots was awesome. These people saw Harlots.
Horlets.
Yeah, it was you know what, like the 2 sold out nights were amazing, and then the 2 smaller audience nights were really good too, but each night something went horribly wrong, and nobody else, I don't think, noticed it except for the one night. But it's just like you try to do everything perfectly, and then you just have to throw it up to the will of the gods.
But like that night, so the night that I saw the show was the night that the tech played the wrong track for their guest star.
Well, he played the set list for the next night.
Well, first it was like 30 seconds of
how hard did you hit him afterwards?
Awkward
he
silence.
Had 6 staples in his head.
Well, but what was great was the guest star from the next night was stage kittening that night. Yep. So she just went up, grabbed a mic, and started singing, and it was magical.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing also about your show, because it's a cabaret. Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
you also
like
depends on how you cover it.
It's like with Mamas, the nights that John's not here and we have a tech who
you just cover it.
Really screws something up, we're able to go along with it and make a joke about it.
Yeah, well, that's what I did.
As soon as improvise?
As soon as I came out, I was like,
we should just freeze next time.
I said live theater, folks, and there was somebody there from D Squared Productions, Doug, and he was like, "That was the best," and I'm like, "Yeah, but of course, my head. I'm in the parking lot getting changed.
Yeah.
There's no music going on. The audience is not seeing anything. What's
I will
happening?"
Say that was my favorite moment of the show, personally.
not the ending where we made everyone cry.
Well, with the same song
not
that
my
ended
show
my
where you
show
got to
as
see
well.
my boobs. I know.
Oh, did you show that commercial with Sarah McLachlan?
We did. We had puppies on stage. We had a whole box of kittens that needed adopting. Maybe we should do that.
I was rehearsing a show once in the Alhambra Dinner Theater. We had a rehearsal for that, and while we were on a break, we all walked over to a Publix that was just up the street, and there was a little kid with a box full of puppies that said "free puppies." We went into Publix, and when we came out, he'd given away the last puppy. Like, they went fast.
Wow.
Yeah, they were white puppies. So
why they got to be white puppies?
Because that's why they went fast. I picked up the box, and I just started carrying the box back to the theater. And the girls who didn't go to the on the Publix run saw me walking with a box, and they immediately went, oh, like they got so excited, and then I fake tripped and fell and squashed the box.
You're an asshole.
Part 37.
You're such an asshole. But anyway, there's more fun stuff coming up in town. There's Gay Days this week and the big swing thing outside.
It's already started, hasn't it?
It's Gay Days Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, yeah. Yesterday.
Friday. Today's Friday.
So Gay Days started last night?
Or didn't Sluice have something on the Wednesday.
They had the kickoff party on Wednesday
with 5 people.
Yeah.
But that big swing thing outside is open.
Yeah.
Have you
What's it called?
The swing pole of death.
Star Flyer.
Starflyer, which to
Translates
describe it,
to swing
it's-
pole of death.
How many stories is it?
It look. Do you know?
440
440
feet
feet. So
tall.
that's 4 stories,
and
right?
you are basically on a swing, right?
On a chain.
and it
4
spins
stories.
you around, and it's right in front of the Orlando Eye.
60
So
miles an hour.
If you're riding the Orlando Eye, you get a really good view of those people dying.
See, that's what I said when I walked up and I saw it swinging. I told Hal, I was like, that just looks like imminent death.
Well, like that is the thing. So I was walking up and I expected because the eye, right? The eye, you have
Eye's
this
beautiful.
big
It's all rainbow.
container. You have
Oh,
air
that's why it's Rainbow
conditioning.
Gate is. Oh, now
Yeah,
it makes
you're in the
sense.
pod, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're in like a really safe, secure pod, not like a rickety Ferris wheel at a fair.
Yeah.
I expected the Starflyer to have some kind of parameters, like an over-the-shoulder harness.
Over the shoulder boulder
no,
holder.
it's just
It's
just
a
that little lap bar.
Yeah, it's the chair that you put your feet in, and that little thing slides on the chain.
and your feet just dangle.
What's the? Do we have a bet on a date that someone? We should put up a.
I'm gonna say by July 4th.
What do you think's going to happen first? Do you
I think
someone's
shoes
going to
will
fall
fly
off?
off.
shoes will
or-
fly off and hit cars for
yeah.
sure.
But what major catastrophe do you think is going to happen first? Someone falling out
I
or
think
it
it's
getting
gonna
struck
get
by
stuck.
lightning?
I think it's gonna get stuck at the top.
Oh well, I don't think they'll run it with lightning, so I don't think someone will get struck by lightning.
That's my bet. It's gonna get stuck, and people are
gonna
gonna
get
be stuck
stuck?
on it for hours. Yep.
Yeah, because there's no good way to evac that.
No.
You just get a couple ladders, tape them together.
do you remember when the eye started and it would break
Yep.
down every time someone was on it?
Yep. And then like Rip Ride Rocket, it would get stuck at the very top.
Yeah, well, Rip Ride Rocket was assembled incorrectly. I guess the track didn't join together. Like, was you build a part and you put the last piece in, and it was something like off by a foot.
Because sure, yep, sounds
so
right.
They dismantled it, or went back to where they think the mistake was made, and then the people who made the Manta ride at SeaWorld came in and finished the ride. Who were the
that
original
was-
ones that had the bid?
Universal sued it. So Mauer's Own was who built that roller coaster,
Yeah.
and they sued them so much that Mauer's Own went out of business.
Right.
That's always fun on a ride that you can die on.
Well,
I
but
really
now it's-
like that
yeah.
I've never
coaster.
been on it.
It's fine
It's
now.
one of my favorites.
Because
I've never
it's
been on
been assembled or reassembled by someone
yeah,
who knew what they were doing.
It's gone a million times.
It still
But-
stops sometimes. It stopped recently, maybe a few months ago.
Yeah. I mean, when it first opened, for sure, I was, it was a big joke if you worked there to say, hey, don't let your family on that ride. Don't let your family on that ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's fine. Universal does a really good job with a lot of those rides.
Except for the last one. Oof.
Have you seen the reviews?
Yes, the
Have
reviews
you-
are horrible.
Have you guys been on it?
For
Fast and Furious.
You mean the ride they got rid of 2 entertainment attractions to do?
The ride that got rid of 2 entertainment attractions that employed live actors.
It's kind of a ride and
like
a
Spidey.
look at the. No, don't compare it to Spidey. It's nothing.
Spider-Man's
like
a good ride.
It's
Spider-Man.
like Transformers?
No. Have you? It's like Kong. It's this is what I'll say. I'll say
Every ride at Universal is turning into that now.
it's. Well, but here's the reason that it's like Kong is because in California those are both part of the same studio tour.
Yeah. Fast and Furious is, yeah.
And they turned. I'll say Kong is not my favorite ride in the park, but I think it's a decent experience.
Right.
If you don't have to wait in line, it's a decent experience.
Even Harry Potter is like that with the live and then the screen.
Faster, yeah, but there's
Green
more
Dots
of
is
a ride.
a really good ride, though.
Yeah, there's more
The
of a
ending
ride
is
to Harry
weird.
Potter.
That's a ride.
But the ending is
portion.
weird.
Where you
I don't know. The very first time I rode it, I'm
You
not
just don't
even
like
a Harry
Harry Potter.
Potter person.
Are you kidding me? I have a Harry Potter tattoo.
where
Right there. It says always.
there's nothing on your wrist.
Yeah, you have to have magic to see it.
Oh, it's
Oh.
invisible ink. I see it.
No, it's white. But no, the ending
so it
of
went fast.
the ending of it, you're just kind of like, that's like sex with Todd.
No,
That's
I mean,
it?
yeah, but you had to
Really?
wait a long
Because
time.
I mean, it makes sense. I found myself crying the first time I rode it. so-
Yeah, see, most people do. Sex with Todd.
Yeah, most people cry, and they're like, "Who was that?"
Who was that masked man? And there's more things coming up too. I'm talking about like there's Burley Picks coming up. Are you going to that?
Oh, yeah, because you're in that, right?
Yep, I'm in it. Lindsay's in it, and Teddy's in it. So we have a cuties contingency. It's the Central Florida regional competition for burlesque, and then there's the nationals that people, if they win this, they go to that.
Nice.
Yeah. And then
Oh my gosh,
summer. What are you guys doing in the summer? It's coming.
working. I'm doing. I'm actually going to Puerto Rico. and
Cool.
leaving for it's a cruise out of there.
Lucky. Is your girl going with you?
No, I'm working. And then I come back for 6 days, and then I leave again for Rome,
Oh, fun.
and then leave from Rome on a cruise ship.
Wow.
a lot of
for
cruises.
another video.
So what you're saying is we got the run of the place.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Hal's going to be in charge.
Excellent.
Well, I'm going to visit my gay husband in DC in a couple of weeks.
My gay husband's in London. I love him.
My gay husband is one of my best friends for years. We got Facebook married in 2010. So.
We got Vegas married. You should do it. You should do it. Seriously. Go to Vegas and do it. It's hysterical. His parents have our wedding picture in their house. Yeah.
It's the only thing they cling to.
We updated our status over Thai food. So
I love
really
that.
Same thing.
No, that makes
Same
me
thing.
happy. I love that. So you're going to DC to see him?
Well, it was one of those, like, I've been meaning to see him for a few years because I helped him move up there a few years ago. And then I was like, yeah, I have some free time this summer. And he goes, well, let me sweeten the deal. I have 2 tickets to Hamilton at the Kennedy Center on the 15th.
Up.
So if you come up here, you can stay with me and we'll see that. And I was like,
Sold.
I just booked my ticket.
DC is a cheap flight, too. I'm going to New York
Ooh, fun,
at the end
right.
of June. Super excited.
For what?
Well, my best friend lives
Or
there.
what for?
My sister lives there. My best friend lives there. I just kind of wanted a weekend, and then I got some really cool news that I can't share with you until next week
Oh my God, you're pregnant.
when it's announced.
Yay! James is pregnant, everybody.
It was immaculate conception. When it's announced
No,
by
it
the other
wasn't.
people. So there's something really cool happening in New York I get to be a part of. So I'm very excited about it.
She's not going to tell us. It's
I
like
can't. I
it's like
can't
a
do it.
podcast vague book.
I know. You have to tune in next week. Oh, hey, and when are we doing our dating show?
I don't know. I
need a
really
date.
thought you were dating someone at Fringe.
Who? I was like posting pictures with 15 million people.
Yeah. Slut.
I mean, everyone dates someone at Fringe.
Well, who did you have? Didn't you have one of the Jurassic Parks?
No.
Who did you have?
Well, I don't know. Let me preface this by saying...
Yeah, say someone's name on the air.
No, she doesn't have to say a name. She can say like the country because it's usually Canada.
Usually, for the past 2 years in a row, I managed to have a Fringe Mance with a Canadian stripper. 2 years, 2 different
Oh, did you have DK?
No, that's a funny story.
He's interesting. He had a Becoming Magic Mike show.
He was hooking up with the Jurassic Parks girl.
Oh, the Jurassic Parks people were from Norway. They were really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was on Family Feud with one of them. Frode.
Yeah, he was cool. Oh, that's right. I thought they were from England.
No, Norway. So anyway,
Canadian was the standard, but I've decided that my Fringe Mances only take the miscellaneous category. So Canadian strippers and this year a puppeteer.
no, but not the puppeteer I'm thinking of.
Did he
'cause
make
he's
you a
gay.
puppet?
Well, probably not that one
No,
then, James.
no. Did he make
I mean,
you? Did
do
he
you wanna be technical?
Did he do puppetry of the penis? Well, did you see a little?
I did that to an
scrotum
ex
action?
once. I did the wristwatch.
Ah, oh my God! The puppetry of the penis is the
the-
most hysterical movie.
The
Oh my God.
wristwatch?
Yeah.
You've never seen puppetry of the penis?
It's where you take your
No.
penis and you wrap it around your wrist and you get someone to look at the time.
Have you done the cheeseburger?
No, that I feel like that would hurt. The
Yeah.
cheeseburger is where you
And the
put your dick
sailboat.
between your balls and
you make a
your balls
cheeseburger?
the bun.
And then the sailboat or the
Is this
sailboat.
something I can find on the internet?
Yes,
It was a
It's a whole
show.
movie. They turned it into a movie.
I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Oh.
It was a live theater show.
That's the most magical
All
thing
the different
I'll hear
things
about
that men
today.
do with their penises. When
Well, I mean, to say that all men do with their
I didn't say
penises-
all. I said
okay.
all the magical things.
Because some of those things, like this one dude does like the baby bird, and it's where he grabs the tip of his penis and pulls it out, stretches it to look like a baby bird's beak, and then
Yeah,
he
you can do
he
that.
moves his fingers back and forth.
I've done that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
It doesn't look hard.
With your penis, James?
Well, the ones that I borrowed. It doesn't. I know it didn't hurt.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I mean, it also depends on if you're
John,
circumcised.
would you tug
or
on the very tip of your pee hole and stretch it out to make a beak-like shape?
That's how Brooke wakes him up every morning.
The what? Not sober.
Not sober is a very important detail in that,
Yeah.
I think.
So you had a puppeteer, huh? All right.
So I only date the miscellaneous category at this point. Strippers and puppeteers.
Yeah. No, Fringe is like homecoming. I met up with
Coming.
How about you?
I met up with a couple people that I've known for years and years, and we've hung out. And we hung out. So there you go. So,
You hung out?
Yeah.
Did they tuck it back in when they were done?
Mama needs a date. I'm just saying.
And you too can date Lady James if you
a-
call
Lady
this
James,
toll-free
that's
number.
That's so
now.
funny. I have my persona now. No, it's-
1-900.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to go the opposite way with that.
What?
Like, I don't know. Like my initial thought when you say, "Ooh, win a date with Lady Jaimz," that it might be intimidating for some guys. You need to be
I
like,
wouldn't want to do Lady Jaimz. That's my burlesque.
You guys like.
I want to date like
win a date with.
Me.
I would
win a date
Lady
with
Jaimz.
Jaimz.
I know. Lady Jaimz would date you.
Win a date with Jaimz. She's real easy to push over.
I doubt
Not
that.
true.
No.
I'm trying to get you a date.
That is false advertising.
I'm trying to get you a date. False advertising is all over Bumble.
Well, I'm not on any of those anymore.
No, Jaimz is great. So win a date with Lady Jaimz. She's pretty. She likes food.
I love food.
Talking about balls.
I love talking about genitalia.
And she's just a little scary. What more could you want from a date?
I sound like a Spice Girl. That's great.
You are scary, specifically.
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
All right. Well, we should start wrapping this up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, why start now?
We've got a show.
Oh, well.
Jaimz,
Todd.
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that Todd is intimidated by his own penis.
Oh.
You don't want to.
Intimidated by it. I just don't want to torture
You
it.
don't want to beat it into submission.
Yeah. I mean, I do that all the time. I just don't want to do it in a way that hurts.
Once you try it, you'll
Different
get
strokes.
hooked.
Katie,
Strokes.
Yes, Todd.
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that there is a movie based on a live theater piece, the puppetry of the penis.
You have to look it up, ma'am.
That's going to be tonight's Google search.
It's impressive.
The wristwatch.
Yeah.
And I learned something tonight, too. I learned that at any minute, someone could come flying off of that star flyer and come right through this window.
And we have another audience member.
I don't think that's how physics works. I think it would be the roof if we're being...
There's a window.
Yeah, that's what this right here is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if they...
It's a safety window.
if they skip across the ground like a stone and we get them on like the third bounce.
Oh, can we paint a big target so maybe they can aim?
Well, I mean, we did have someone kill themselves off of the parking garage.
That's true. That's
Well, and then there was the dude that did it in the parking lot.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
That was like
less
2 weeks, wasn't
funny
it?
now.
It was like one right after the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild.
And then there was that thing that happened tonight after the show.
The puppetry of the penis.
Tune in next week to find out what happened. All right,
No,
we're
next week I
Mama's
can make my
Comedy Show.
announcement.
What?
Next week I can make my announcement.
Oh, about the baby. We're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Call 407-363-1985 to make a reservation. You can find me, Todd, on Twitter at Todders. That's also my Instagram.
And you can
IG.
find Jaimz on OkCupid.
No, she got off of that stuff. Also, buy my book. Inhuman is on Amazon. Search Todd Seafarin. It's actually doing really well right now. I'm really excited about how it's been doing, and I can now officially say hundreds of people have read it.
Because there's pictures.
There's only the picture on the front. Jaimz, where are you?
I'm at corsetsandcuties.com, and you can find out information about our upcoming amateur and anniversary show on August 17th. We'll be making announcements for people to enter that. Katie has done it before.
Mm-hmm.
And then also June 16th, there'll be 3 representatives of the Cuties at the Florida Regional Burley Pit competition at the venue. Woo woo! And then there's a fun announcement coming next week of something pretty cool I'm excited about.
Katie, where are you?
I don't have a large social media presence outside of bikini advertising space. But if you want to see those pictures of me
They're impressive.
And my compatriots walking around in bathing suits selling ad space on our body, you can like facebook.com/bikini advertising space. And then
I had a whole thigh.
I'm around.
That's what I heard.
All
Especially
right.
if you're a puppeter.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.